All right, what's going on, y'all? So we got a 72 hardtop Cutlass for you today. So if it's your first time here, we take you all around the car, exterior, interior, lift it up on the rack to see underneath, and then take it on a test drive. Obviously, the video is not going to be able to show every single thing on the car. The video is not going to be able to. So give us a call at 256-801-4409 if you need to see some more on the car. So 72 Cutlass, this is one of our project vehicles. For those that haven't been here before, project vehicles are basically our overflow vehicles that we don't have time to take care of cosmetic things. So in this case, this car does need some paint and body work. I got 4 cars at paint right now. I'm not going to see until February. And as you can see by the shop, we're pretty full. So we go through cars that, you know, are going to need some work, and we sell them for what we got in them. So this one, copper 72 Cutlass, getting into it. Again, I'm not going to point out every single imperfection in the paint and body because I'm already telling you, you're going to have to get some paint and body work done, but I will show the major things. Sitting on a set of Kragers, those could be refinished. I know people like those. Top is in pretty decent condition, but personally, I would probably remove it and just go full hard top without the rag, but that's completely up to you. All trim is in place. Door appears to be properly aligned. This quarter panel does have some rust in it. You'll see it underneath in the video when I lift it on the rack. Rear bumper is probably going to have to be re-chromed at some point in time. Coming around the passenger side, this quarter panel actually looks pretty solid. And just moving on down the car. Beautiful color. It's actually one of my favorite colors for classic vehicles. So I would probably go back with this color. Windshield has no cracks or rock chips. Coming to the front of the car. Front bumper looks pretty solid. Grille is solid. It's intact. No missing slats or anything. Let me pop this. Always do that on these damn Cutlasses. There we go. Pretty clean underneath, 350 car. You can tell, you know, it's been maintained to a certain extent. There's a bunch of paperwork in the car, which I'll show in a moment. AC equipped, but the AC does not blow. But it's a book in the car. Previous owners, you know, this was obviously their baby. It's been through a light restoration. The motor's been out the car and been gone through like new rings, new pistons, been resealed. Sometime in the early 2000s, so not recent, but more recent than 72 for sure. Nothing special in the trunk. You got your hubcaps for other wheels if you wanted to. You'll see underneath when I lift the car up, trunk pans are solid. I'm not gonna pull the carpet back because it's glued, but you'll see it once we get underneath. Interior is probably the shining point on this car personally. Seats and everything are in excellent condition. No rips, no tears. Headliner looks good and carpet is good. So seats are definitely in excellent condition in the rear. Passenger seat looks great. No rips or tears. This is the book I was telling you about. If you end up purchasing or if you're interested, you'll be able to go through it and you'll see a bunch of stuff. Like I said, a bunch of stuff for the motor has been gone through back in 2002. Tires, spark plug wires, just random stuff that I saw through here. So it's always nice when you can see the maintenance and upkeep that's been done on the car. Dash looks great. No cracks, no rock chips. Passenger door panel, no warping or cracks. Get on over to the driver's side. Like I said, if you got a paint and body shop or know somebody that can take care of it, this is a perfect opportunity to build your own. Driver door panel, no warping, no cracks. And passenger driver seat, I got a split right here, a weird split, almost like it was right at the seam. So you can't notice it unless you push it in. But there we go. Give me a second, we'll knock out this test drive video. All right, we can start on the test drive in the 72. Cold start, let her go. Doing this one a little bit backwards. I normally do the test drives from the spot or off the rack, but I was just like, shit, I gotta move it anyway. Mileage reads 12,068, more than likely a rollover. Turn signals not showing in the dash. Horn works. Windows are manual. Lights are on. I can see them right there. Wipers good. Non-AC car. Just checking the vents and everything. No radio, as expected. I got static. So, I don't know. Oil pressure gauge is reading. And I think that's everything. So, we're just gonna rock with it and see. This thing definitely sounds good. And as I was saying in the walk around video, this book has a lot of work in it. The motor's been gone through, like new rings, sealing, blocks have been honed, blah, 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 blah. A whole bunch of stuff back in the early 2000s. So not necessarily recent, but more recent than, you know, most 50-year-old cars, 54-year-old cars. So motor definitely sounds good. She's pulling. My foot is not on the brake, and you see we're rolling. Speedometer is working. Brakes are a little bit on the softer side. Clear that out a little bit. There we go. All right, when I hit the brakes, I do have a pull to the left. She sounds like she wants to go. Alignment is off just a little bit. She does want to go. She does not like just cruising. Alignment is off. I got a little pull to the left when I take my hand off the wheel, even though the steering wheel stays turned to the right. I'm sorry, in the center. No weird belt squeals or rattling. Windows aren't rattling in there. Shifts have been smooth. Get her up to about 45. Shocks, springs, they're a little bit firm. I can tell when I hit that little bump, it was a little bit on the firmer side. So, which that's normally what you want in an A body anyway, but again, as a project vehicle, you're going to be going through it to make it your own anyway. I'm going to head back and get her on the rack, and we will check out the rest. All right, we got the Cutlass up on the rack. Rear bumper, again, going to need to be re-chromed eventually. Got to cut a little bit of peeling towards the bottom. Underneath, trunk pan looks pretty solid from what we can see. No leaks from the gas tank. Stock 10-bolt. Suspension, the shocks have been changed. Drum brakes in the rear. Got a glass pack, that's why the exhaust sounds a little hefty. Looking up in here, looks pretty good. We're gonna go down the passenger side first. Frame looks decent. And looking at the floor pans, nothing really to point out here. A little bit of surface rust, but I don't see any light or any holes. Driver side, same thing. Floors look solid. Frame looks solid. Let's see, no leaks from the oil or trans pan, just came off this test drive. Drums all the way around, that's why the brakes probably feel a little firm. Got a new brake line up here, but everything looks pretty stock. Nothing really to point out. Front bumper coming around. Again, this car needs paint and body, so not going to point out every single imperfection, but you will see some. Cladding is still there underneath, and the trim. Rear quarter doesn't look horrible on this side. It's not all ate up. So, driver side definitely has some cracks and rot. Almost looks like somebody hit something and pulled it back, but you're going to have to get a quarter panel anyway. All right, here we go.